There is a civil war underway at Fox News. It's a battle between television hosts who push Trump propaganda and a small number of journalists who actually care about the truth. Occasionally, the few Fox journalists who haven't already been driven out of the organization will pop up on the air and fire a few shots. And when it happens, the contrast with the Trump bootlicking can be remarkable. Here is Fox host Steve Doocy and correspondent Eric Shawn.
Eric, before you go, I think it was on Truth Social in the last 24 hours, the former president seems upset that his lawyer, when it comes to closing arguments, his lawyer has to go first and then the prosecution goes second. Doesn't the state always go last? That's what he's upset about.
Yeah, that's New York law. Different states are different. He gave that posting, and that's not the case. Under the law, the defense goes first, then the prosecution goes.
Under the law, the defense goes first, and then the prosecution goes and has the last word before the jury goes into deliberations. Eric Shawn has long been a voice of reason, sanity, and fact-based reporting at Fox. And with Trump trying to confuse MAGA world and once again paint the trial process as unfair, it's always refreshing to see Eric Shawn appear on Fox and set the record straight. And on this day, he also took on another ridiculous Trump claim.
He's also claiming that the election expert Brad Smith was not allowed to testify. That is not true. Smith's testimony was restricted by the judge, but it was Trump's defense attorneys. Trump's own side decided not to call Smith. The president claiming something that is, again, false.
Okay. The president claiming something that is false. The president saying something that is not true. Eric Shawn is a literal diamond in the rough at Fox. You have to wonder how Shawn has survived nearly 30 years at the Fox News channel. Oh, I know. It's because Shawn is a good guy. Everybody likes him professionally and personally. Shawn is also something of a street reporting legend in New York City. Well, whatever the case, he keeps speaking the truth at Fox News amid so much programming that is straight-up Trump propaganda. So keep in mind that while Fox as an organization is arguably despicable and has done enormous harm to this country, there are still a few real journalists over there who have some integrity and self-respect. So what was the reaction to Eric Shawn reporting basic facts on Fox and Friends? A quiet thank you and a reminder of what Donald Trump is facing.
34 different counts, and if he is acquitted on all accounts, that would be good for Donald Trump, good for the Republican Party. There could also be, as he mentioned, a hung jury. And the difference in those two is a hung jury, all it takes is one juror to say, I can't make up my mind. Right. I don't know if he's innocent or guilty. And then that could lead to a retrial. The prosecution could take this back.
And so you say good for the Republican Party. I think also good for the country as well. People will be able to choose their candidate with no interferences from a judge.
Yes. Back to the Trump propaganda from host Lawrence Jones and Ainsley Earhart. An acquittal would be good for the country, they insist. Well, a conviction would also be good for the country because it would show that the rule of law applies to everybody. Also, this notion that a judge is going to interfere with the 2024 election is nonsense. If Donald Trump is convicted, he will not be sentenced until later in the summer. So Trump will have plenty of time to do his rallies and keep writing his bile on Truth Social. And most legal experts believe that if Trump is convicted, he will not be sentenced to jail time because he would be a first-time criminal offender and the nature of the offense is nonviolent. In fact, in New York, only about 10% of all convictions for Class E felony convictions of falsifying business records lead to jail time. Trump fixer Michael Cohen got jail time because he was convicted on several other charges, including perjury. Trump CFO Alan Weisselberg got jail time because he was convicted on several counts of perjury and tax fraud. The point is that Donald Trump's criminal case in New York has a set of details and facts attached to it that go over the heads of most Fox News hosts. So the Fox propagandists go with the Trump talking points that the fix is in and voters are being denied a free and fair election. It's nonsense, as we even hear occasionally on Fox whenever Eric Shawn is allowed on the air. If only Fox had Eric Shawn on 24/7. By the way, Donald Trump recently exploded at actor Robert DeNiro for voicing a Biden attack ad against Trump.
We knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped.
That is the voice of actor Robert DeNiro. As the headline says, Biden campaign's new ad casts Trump re-election bid as quest for revenge. Check out that video at the link below. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.